what's up, Nintendo gamers? The kid here, and this is a matter that I thought I should address, and that is that the Wii U is reportedly slightly disappointing in sales, and that's been coming around from a lot of different analysts. And I just wanted to, have my thoughts on this, give you guys my thoughts on this. Um, and this actually will be intertwined with something that I've been kind of, a little bit angry about and a little confused about. And one thing that I've always believed was that software sells the hardware more than the hardware's features. Now, Wii U has a big aspect to it, and that is its controller, its wireless touchscreen controller, and it's awesome, but people want to see how games are used with the gamepad if it's relevant to actually playing the game. And we all know with Nintendo Land and other games, Zombie U, how useful the Wii U gamepad can be as far as the experience of playing a game. That's said and done, but we have all these launch titles: New Super Mario Brothers U, Zombie U, Nintendo Land, such and such, Assassin's Creed 3. But this is how some people are. And the Wii U has sold a million or so units, but this isn't how people are. They see the launch games, and there's a group of people who are like, ooh, Mario, ooh, Assassin's Creed 3, ooh, and they buy the system. And, the system itself convinces them to what the system can do. That's cool and all, but the other people, they go, meh, well, nah, that looks good, but nah, I'll wait for something, very good to come out before I purchase one. And that's the problem, I think, why the Wii U isn't selling. Gamers aren't really seeing any games that they really want to buy, which will require them to buy the system. And, of course, we're so, so early in the Wii U's lifespan that, it should be pretty much expected that the sales right now are disappointing due to the lack of software. That is, that is all right there. I mean, it happens to every console that is launched. It has a limited amount of software available for it, whether they're killer apps or just games that you might want to play or games that look good, or you get a sort of drought after the first few weeks because games are still on the way. But right now you just have to entertain yourself with the games that are currently available. And for everybody who doesn't understand that, you should understand that. But I am a little disappointed because a lot of launch title games did get delayed with the Wii U, like the Wonderful 101, Pikmin 3, and among other games. They just flat out got delayed, and some of them were even moved up farther than we expected, like Pikmin 3, which could probably come out in between the spring and summer, which is utterly ridiculous how far along that's been delayed. I honestly think Nintendo knew they were going to delay the game. They knew it wasn't going to be ready, but they just said it was coming out on launch. Maybe, I guess, to hype people up. Who knows? But Nintendo does need to release some new games. They need to get some exclusives with some of these developers, and they need to sell the Wii U to people who aren't as much interested in what the hardware can do, but are interested in what exclusives it will have. That has a very big reason of why people buy certain consoles, because they're exclusives. Like, say, The Last of Us. People think that game looks really good for the PS3, so guess what? People are going to buy the PS3 for The Last of Us. And that could be the only reason they really buy the PS3. They don't even care about the hardware. They just want to play that game because it looks so impressive. It looks like a very good game. And then eventually, well, since they have the console, they might as well buy other software that comes out for the console. They're not just going to waste their money. I mean, you can't rent a game console. I guess that would be cool if you could. just to play a game and then just return it. They're not going to do that. So Nintendo needs to get some real killer apps for the Wii U, and one of them are so far away it could be far away that we may not see it till summer, and that is Pikmin 3. That is one of Wii U's killer apps. That is one that everybody wants, is Pikmin 3. Now, there's other games like The Wonderful 101. And of course, we're in January too, guys, so we could be getting a lot of new information on some of these games like Game & Wario, The Wonderful 101, and maybe even Pikmin 3 and Bayonetta 2 and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and that's actually been getting some information in trailers already, and we know that is confirmed to be released in March, so we got that. But as far as the Wonderful 101, Game & Wario and stuff, those games are just up in the air, and we're still waiting for release dates. And like I said, I was kind of mad because I really wanted to see those games at launch, but at the same time, hey, if a game gets delayed, hey, the better they can make it, the better the game will be. So I'm fine with that. It is a bummer because, of course, I'm American and I want everything now, and I want it, the best it can be now. But if it has to be delayed for it to be the best it can be, I'd rather have that than it being half-baked. But we're going to see Bayonetta, and Bayonetta 2 will definitely probably come out in the summer. I don't think Nintendo ever said that Bayonetta 2 was in the launch window of the Wii U, which is between now and March. Now, as far as the Wonderful 101, I think it could be a Wii U killer app, kind of, but it's still a Platinum Games game, so their games are really good, but they sell really bad for some reason. I do not know why, but that happens. But now that this is a Nintendo exclusive, actually published by Nintendo and worked on by Nintendo as well as Platinum Games, it could actually push some Wii U sales in there, because I think the game, since Platinum Games has such a good track record of games just not in sales, I think the game could potentially be one of the best games on Wii U of the year. It could surprise us very well, and be one of the best games of this, new generation. Of course, it will be a classic as soon as this generation ends, but hey, it's still right there. But what Nintendo needs to do, they need to have another freaking Nintendo Direct. They need to give us some more information on these freaking games along with the release date, and they need to give us some new information. They need to feed us something. They need to feed the people who are still, on the fence about the Wii U. They need to feed them something so that it can persuade them to get some more, some money and to try to purchase the system. And also, the eShop needs to be, moving faster. I mean, it's going pretty slow. We got a couple of games on there. Sure, we got some games you can buy for retail that are on there that you can download, but no, that's not really what I want the eShop for. I want the eShop for two things: virtual console games and exclusive downloadable eShop games, exclusive only to the eShop, not at retail. Just those. That's what people want to see. Exclusive eShop games only for Wii U, or they can be like a multi-platform game. Who cares? Like Bit Trip, that new Bit Trip that's going to be coming out for the Wii U. They need to get on the ball with that. They need to have a huge Nintendo Direct and tell us about that, so that the people who are on the fence can know, oh, okay, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to buy a Wii U to buy it. Now I'm interested. That's the whole thing. Like, to tell you the truth, if it wasn't for New Super Mario Bros. U and maybe Nintendo Land and a few other games that were coming to the Wii U, I probably would have held off on the Wii U just because I want, to see more different games, But since those games come out, I decided, hey, I want to play that, so I'm going to get it. And of course, the hardware features and stuff had something to do with that. But if anything, the hardware is nothing without the software. It is basically just a hunk of metal that has no purpose if it doesn't have good software. No good software means less sales, and this is Nintendo's time to show the public and all these gamers that, hey, the Wii U's here. It can do what everybody else can do and more, and it can make the experience way better than you've ever played a game before. And that's what they need to sell. They need to get some exclusives like Aliens, Colonial Marines. That is going to be the definitive version on the Wii U. Hopefully it's a great game. Of course, this is Sega, but you know, Sega has some good games, but there are a lot of misses than hits. So hopefully it actually pushes some sales, since Sega flat out said, hey, the Wii U version is going to basically be the definitive version, the version that's built from the ground up on the Wii U. The others, the PS3 version and the Xbox 360 version, those are the ports. The Wii U version is the one that it was based around. So that's what pretty much they said. So hopefully software comes out. Like I said, it's January and we're getting really close to March, and these games are from now and March. So that's basically 2.5 months of, you know, games that are supposed to be releasing, and that is the Wonderful 101, Game & Wario, and a few other games. Lego City Undercover, which could potentially push a lot of Wii U sales, since Lego games are very popular and sell very well. And we know that Lego City could actually come out either this month, but I doubt it. But February, most likely February, it could come out, because it has a Q1 release window, which is, I guess, between now and March. But I'm pretty sure it probably come out in February, sometime late February. And we got Rayman Origins on the way. That could push Wii U sales. But the thing is, guys, that Nintendo, I keep repeating myself, but I can't stress this more. They need to have another Nintendo Direct, and they need to give us some new information. And Reggie, to everybody who loves Reggie, I'm sorry to say this, but the dude flat out lied when he said there were going to be some new Wii U games that we didn't know about that were going to be announced during that last Nintendo Direct, and that flat out did not happen. No hint of anything happening. As a matter of fact, we didn't get any information on a lot of the games. So we only got really information on Pikmin 3, Lego City Undercover, and a vague presentation of Game & Wario. And even then, we barely even knew what was going on in the games, what was going to be in the game. They barely went into it. So they need to announce new games coming out for this year, because the launch window is about to be up. So they need to already get the summer games incoming. And as far as E3, those games that are announced at E3 are definitely going to be coming out after E3, near the fall time, into the fall time. So anyone who says, hey, they can't announce any summer games because those are going to be announced in, well, the summer. No, it's not. It's going to be announced near this time, you know, and then they're going to be, you know, coming out in the summer, and then the games coming out for the end of the year are going to be announced at E3. So thank you guys for watching. Share your opinion in the comments below. What do you think about Nintendo's strategy and about the Wii U sales? Tell me in the comments below. And please, again, like and subscribe, and I'll be doing more videos soon. So thank you guys for watching.